recording. It's upon us now. Kuzman Dembele is going to go live and direct for all of you. You get me? No, let me all introduce you to the first ever stream of me, Kuzman Dembele, or you can call me Shiesty. Depending on how I'm feeling today, I may talk rubbish about your team, or I may not. It depends what it is. You get me? But first of all, we have to bless the Lord Jesus Christ, making sure there's no more international breaks until the World Cup. Thank God. And we're approaching Christmas, so it's gonna be a very lit Christmas. Because from there we may know who wins the league, or we may not know, but we don't know. But we also have to give thanks to all of you men them out here, because you wanted this for the longest time. You wanted me to talk a lot. You were tired of the short clips. You wanted more? I'm here. I'm now here. I'm now doing some serious business. I'm locking in 1 hour streams or 2 hour streams or 3 hours. We don't know, depending on how you're feeling or what you want, or depending how I'm feeling, or what the manager's saying. That's the only thing that I can do. But let's go kick it today, especially with how the first game of today was amazing. It was Burnley and Chelsea. This game was amazing for me, generally speaking, because I didn't think Chelsea would win, but they won with the 3 goals. Because the first half, Burnley was kind of sweating them. And I'm like, yo, is this Burnley I know, you know? They came up and started doing the thing. And I'm like, yo, big man thing. How can you do that? Because I was just thinking it was just going up and down, up and down. I didn't think they would go past, like, the 3 quarters of that field. But they were going at it at Chelsea. But then Chelsea was like, nah, bro, you're lying. And they came through. And Ben was out there trying to be pussy holes and trying to say, offside. No, it wasn't. That beautiful header from Neto was amazing. Then from the second half, that's when I knew it was game over. Because they were just doing goals like this. I'm like, yo, this is someone's team. They have to go and support and feed the kids. Or they just see the kids and be like, bruv, why do you exist, bruv? My team just lost. No, it was just looking long. Because after that, I was just seeing the other goal got denied, unfortunately. But Fernandes, shit, I was kind of suspicious why he didn't start on the first half. But when he came in the second half, he made business. And I'm like, yo, this midfield is actually the white version of N'Golo Kante. No word of a lie. That was extremely important. I was just thinking, god damn it, Chelsea may become number 2 or take the league by surprise. We don't know until December. December's the case for all of us. We shall see. Now let's go to the other game. The other game I have to talk about was the other ones were starting at 4. They were amazing. But the one thing that made me so scared for my life is simply I felt sorry for the boy on his slot. I thought that Liverpool would win again for Forest. But apparently they didn't win because they got demolished 3, and Alisson was back in the goal. They don't have the backup keeper, so I always thought it was the backup keeper situation. Like, they're losing like bear. What's going on? But nah, it turns out they need to start putting that guy Shabash Lai as a defensive midfielder. He can do anything, but damn, he's just doing one job for everybody. McAllister doing too many shots on target, but they're just on target, but they're not getting in the goal. They're just being blocked. It was like it was a force shield. They're like, nah, bruh, that was a good strike, but nah, screw you, bruh. That's what they were doing, bruh. Yo, shout out Josiah still, you know, Pilos, come on, my guy, come on, you know, you get me, shout you out still, you get me, shout you out, bruh. Big up to my guy in Berlin, doing big things. But back to the main talk there, you get me. After that, I was start seeing Forest was doing the thing. They were actually doing their thing. They were picking up momentum. They didn't even care. They just did the same thing Chelsea did to Burnley. But you could see they wanted to play. Liverpool was just playing, but it was just one of those average days in life where you be like, I'm playing, but I'm not playing with my heart and soul. That's when I saw, Forrest netted 2 more goals in the space of 5-10 minutes. I'm like, is it me or the perception of time is just not making sense? Because they destroyed Liverpool to the point I started looking at the internet and I went on Twitter. That's when you see people making those memes. You know the Simpsons movie. You know how Homer fucked up and they had the mob and they came with the porch forks and the lighters. You know, the fire. I don't know what it's called on the wood. You know, my fault. But they came with everything, with the knives. They even came with guns, arrows. Like, nah, bro, you fucked us over. I'm like, even my mom called me and she's like, Kuz, do you think it's sabotage? And I'm like, Mom, I don't know if it's sabotage or they're boycotting, but they're not playing football. Because she's like, did you not see the game with Man City? That's when I was like, the Man City game was showing me they were playing, but it was still a haram kind of football. I felt sorry for my guy Tinashe out here. He's seeing his team just do that. I thought they would do something, but they didn't. That's when I was like, Newcastle was smart to sell Isak, because going back to the Liverpool game, that whole entire first half to the second half, I didn't see him do jack shit. I'm like so surprised he was even in the game. He was sick, got back, and he was healthy again, but he was fucked. It didn't make no freaking sense. It made no freaking sense at all. I was just like, how is that even possible for a man like that to come back and he didn't even do anything? It was just running. He didn't even touch the ball. I think I saw him touch the ball like twice. Then Salah thinking he can do something, but the problem is everyone knows his MO. It's been like fucking 100 years. Salah's been finessing it for probably 98 and he's been doing a wonderful job. But now we have seen he's not that guy. Etiquette just came from international break with France and helped them qualify, and he scored that first goal 1 year when he got his first cap. Obviously, he's supposed to start first. But no, this man decided, no, Salah. Nah, bruv. At some point, the Salah is no longer necessary in that picture. And the defense is horrible. Right back is still needed. When I talk to the man, they just like, right back is still needed. And I look at the case of Man City. I thought Pep was just fueling. I'm like, I didn't think Newcastle would win. I probably wanted to bet like $50 or $20 and say, nah, bruv, I think they're gonna lose. But they showed me like, nah, bruv, Isak was just the problem. And they're just showing me they're having a scoring machine. Barnes got a freaking brace. And I'm like, that white man can move. And they got it in the space of 10 minutes too. In the first half, I thought they were just cooling each other. They were fighting, they were doing their thing, and you're like, this is actually good football. But then, boom, Barnes came through and gave them a brace. And I was like, Arena is not really the wall we thought it was. He's actually a tall 7 feet bastard where you can actually score goals. But I was also looking at the defense and it was kind of shaky still. It was one of those but at least we can tell from the median. You know, in maths when you get told average, mean, mode, whatever, right? No, it was mode. Most games ended as 2 or 1, 2-1 or 2-0. At least Man City lost with 2-0 and they're like, it's cool, it's part of the game. But Liverpool is completely in shambles. I won't lie, Josiah is 100% right here. Completely in shambles. How can you lose 3-0? It's impossible. But it is what it is. But let's go to the other games like Bournemouth and West Ham. Bournemouth has shown me they can fight. They are fighters. They came from down bad. They were in the trenches. You know that movie Hacksaw Ridge? And you saw that guy risking his life and they were waiting for that guy to pray so they can take over the ridge and they felt like they can do anything. That's what I saw when I was seeing Bournemouth doing their thing. They didn't even care. They're like, shit, West Ham may win, but fuck it, let's give them hell. And that's what the hell they did. They were just going in and approaching it. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna mess you up still, you get me? And then West Ham's like, nah, bro, you're playing B. Go back and be in the trenches again. Nah. Man was just like, nah, bruv, we're gonna fight. And West Ham was leading. and they got too relaxed. I understood it because Bournemouth was like, nah, bro, you think I'm a little kid? That's your problem. Let me come through and hit you with the pa pa pa, and that's how the game ended as a draw. And I'm like, that's actually a good game. At some point, I wanted to watch that game because I'm like, I already watched the Liverpool game and pieces of the West Ham game and Bournemouth because I had money on it because I had a bet with my mama and I thought I could get like $10 from her, but she's like, nah, bruv, relax on the $10. I'm like, yo, mama, I'm sorry. It's a lose-lose case, but it is what it is. But the other exciting kind of football I was seeing is a team like Brentford and Brighton. I thought Brighton will honestly lose to Brentford because I saw Brentford score 1. I'm like, yo, this is Brighton though. But then Brighton was like, nah, bro, you're lying. Second half came through, equalized it. From there, they got 2. And I'm like, no, Brentford, come on. You are like the hills I needed in life. Because now the Greek owner of Forest is now having a high ego now. Ever since he fired that guy and he got Sean has been doing his thing. I'm like, that white man is the one white manager I know can do things. And he's doing his thing. I won't even lie. Maybe Brighton should get him. That way they win free. I'm just saying. He's on fire. He's making Arne Slot sweat out here. That's the main thing here. But he's making him sweat. The other one has to be Fulham and Sunderland. Fulham did their thing because they are the warriors at the end of the day. And they were like, to Sunderland, we understand you're in the top 4 on the table right now. That's calm, that's easy. Let me, like, what? Hit you with one quick goal. That way you be like, yeah, bruv. Because Sunderland looked at it as a joke as well. They were like, nah, bruh, you're playing. But guess what happened? They didn't even register one goal. They would just been like, offside, whatever. Nah, bruv. And Fulham won that, and I was kind of so happy because I don't want to see Fulham go back to relegation battles again. I want them to succeed because they have too much talent. But you know, it's just it's one of those teams. It has your heart, but you know it will never be that much time in the Premier League because it will either get so good but then crashes out, reach mid-table, highest, then down, fighting relegation again. But they chose it now. Especially with Sunderland, it was a bit of a humble settling. Because with Sunderland, as soon as they got back in the Premier League, they're like, soup, back on top. They were like a rocket. You're not that guy, the Ugandan guy with you saying the economy is going like, phew. That's what they were doing. But then Fulham had to humble them, like, yo, bruv, don't forget me and you be fighting relegation battles all the time. So let's humble each other. And that's what they did. And it was quite nice and it was amazing. The other one I was so disappointed in, but at this point we all have to accept it, that Wolverhampton is facing a relegation battle. I had faith in them, they could perform, they will stay in the highest leagues, but it looks like they're going back to them trenches. It's been a good more than a decade they haven't been in the trenches, not been in the championship. But it looks like they're going back because the way goddamn Crystal Palace with that Austrian guy, yo, I don't know what that guy is doing, but he's tapping into Crystal Palace on another level because the way Muniz and Pino scored those goals, I was like, yo, like Crystal Palace used to be saved by the old white man Sam, right? And the other guy. But then he's showing them, nah, bruv, I'm the offshore other version of Jurgen Klopp and I can make it work. And he's making it work, bro. He's making it work. Like, people, I'm kind of low. I'm scared of the. How can I say it in proper English? Let me just say, bruv, it's just not looking too good when I see a team like Crystal Palace doing these things. Because they're making people sweat. And I feel like when they're going to be charging on the transfer window in January, they want to be saying, yo, bro, give us $90 or $80. You need... it looks mad. It's looking mad. We shall see Wagwan still nonetheless. You get me, bruv. But then now we have talked about the football situation. And what do we expect for tomorrow? To me, Let's see. Let me see. With the Arsenal and Tottenham game, I don't know what to expect, to be fair, with all of you people out here. You know, Tottenham may surprise us, but Arsenal, the Gunners, may do something to show that they're on top of the league, because they're still on top of the league. And at some point, if they don't do anything with the North rivals, the North London rivals, they completely suck in the eyes of many people, because they have to claim and say, yo, we have done it again, or we are really the kings of North London, because that's going to be a derby thing. And they have to perform and actually do their thing 100%. And I don't know, but I'm predicting it's going to be a draw at most, because I may want to laugh at my mom and dad and my brother if Arsenal loses. But if Arsenal wins, it's tough titty for everybody out here, because it's just looking long. But a shout out to my guy who wants to join in the thing, Axfish. I hope I pronounced that right. Axfish, shout out to you, bruv. Shout out to you, bruv. Don't worry, big mountain. I'm gonna add you on the Discord, bruv. Don't worry. But if you're looking at me for the tomorrow games, we shall see what go on. But now we're done with the Premier League. Let me see what go on. Also, let me check on my other notes. You know, we have a notes these days. You were tired of looking at me on the IG, looking at me talking about what? Nah, bruh. We have notes these days. Let's see what go on about tomorrow still. Let me see what go on about tomorrow with the Premier League. I asked one promotion thing. Oh shit, Leeds and Aston Villa. Aston Villa is an easy win still. But that's maybe me just talking bad shit still. Maybe Leeds will surprise us. I want to see Leeds win. I won't lie to you guys. I want to see Leeds win. Aston Villa, yeah, but that guy Unai Emery, he may surprise us. That guy has saved that team. We shall see what gone. We shall see what gone. But with the Premier League, I can say without a certain, it's completely done and amazing. But we have to move to something else, because in life, you have to talk about a team like Barcelona. That's my team. I love that team. Some may say I followed it because of the GOAT, which is Messi. But also, some may say they've been producing wonderful players, like Thierry Henry. He played for Barca. Ronaldinho, Samuel Eto'o, and right now, that boy Lamine Yamal. Yeah. Yo, don't come at me for the pronunciation, bruv. I gotta see in English, bruv. Allow your thing. But that guy with assists, bruv, is looking cold out here. It's looking cold out here because, the fact that Pedri ain't there, De Jong is not there, and I think Garvey's not also there too. But the way we registered 4 goals just like that was amazing. Torres with a brace. Lopez scored. That man like Lewandowski. See what I did there? Lewandowski, but he's Lewandowski because he's back in form. And that's what we're liking on that guy. I felt bad for Athletic Club with the red card still. I really did feel bad about that. But it is what it is at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, we have to give thanks to Barcelona for making sure their mental health is looking good. But we also have to now move this and talk about rugby. Because this is a sports channel. Let me remind everybody, I mainly talk about the football team, but I talk about other sports. Because sometimes in life, you have to achieve the pinnacle of your hierarchy of needs, and sometimes you don't need to feel happy from one spot to the next. Unfortunately, Golden State is not doing it for me, because Golden State we're off these man, or even some people say a sub protocol of not winning. It's hurting my heart. But at least there is something called American football, NFL. But I don't know, because I'm solely supporting the GOAT Lamar Jackson only. If he leaves Baltimore Ravens, I'll go with him and be traded. When he trades, I go with him. That's how it works. I'll leave. That's the only team I support, because I don't see him as a quarterback doing so much more, because he's doing so much more. If he was in a team like Eagles, shit, or Chiefs, or in a team that gets the Super Bowl, or Chiefs, like at least get number 2 or number 1. I don't mind. I want to see that guy get another ring. I'm just saying, or MVP. I'm just happy. But let's also talk about the other sports, like rugby today. Oh, it was a great team. It was a great team against another formidable team. You're looking at a team like the Springboks, guys, against Ireland. And let me tell you first, I'm a Springboks guy. That team carries Africa. And I'm proud to say, it's the one team that unites everybody, because god damn it, when they win shit back to back, life is good. But they came a long way, because there was a time it was us hard being a Springbok fan. But coming to it and looking at it right now with the statistics, and they're still number 1 and they're proving itself. But I will have to say, today gave them a run for their money, Today was the run for their fucking money. 100% wallahi. Because I was looking at Ireland. The first half, those 41 minutes, shit. We were actually cooking. We were cooking. God damn it. The way we were getting those balls, tackling, moving forward, pressing, getting the yards, and getting the tries. And although we failed to convert a few of the kicks, it happens. It's life. But when getting the tries, it was amazing. I can't say anything about it. It was just purely amazing. That was great rugby right there. It was with forwards working, with the backline also doing their thing. It was just amazing. They were doing impossible feats. But the problem came in the second half, because Ireland showed me why they're formidable. Because I'm like, nah, Irish man, we're gonna teach them. We're gonna treat them like Italy. Probably get an easy 40 something, 50 something. I'm thinking it's gonna be easy. They get a few 10, 15, bonus points to say, let us not destroy you like that, but we will show you what going with rugby. God damn it, they came back. But that's when I got a little bit scared. When I saw it was like, now it's the 60th minute, I'm like, we have 20 more minutes, and they're gaining ground. But the thing that was stopping Ireland mostly was simply because of the yellow cards. Like when they got the yellow card, I was happy. But damn, we think the penalties we're hitting will save us as Springboks going forward. Nah, bruh. They were putting the heart and soul. I don't know what they were doing. They were praying to the Most High. They got credit with the Lord on the highest of levels. They were defending the whole entire line. That line thought a try wouldn't be scored. Like, they were pressing. They blocked you. Their defense was too solid. At some point, you're like, I think there's a ghost or the Holy Ghost. I don't know who's helping them, because then none of the box could have went through. Even people like Elizabeth, that guy is like, god damn, he's the Burj Khalifa and he's moving forward, but he's being stopped just like that on his tracks. They were like, nah bruv. Man was like, nah bruv. How is that possible? Like even the most bomb squad, they like forwards trying to go forward. Nah, they're like, nah. That's not like, these Irish men are doing the Irish jig. They saw the rainbow in front of their faces. I'm like, nah, bro, we're gonna do the little jig on your faces. They were doing the jig in front of their faces, and they were defending to the point. I'm like, maybe Springboks won't have this, dog. Springboks won't have this, dog. Big dog, you ain't looking good, bruh. Big dog, I don't know, but I wanted to see a scoreline of 40 something. To be fair, I was like, Springboks, we got this. But they eventually got it. You know, it was a cool 18 to 30, 234. Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me clarify again. You know, let me clarify the notes with the notes. It was a long day with the sports take. It was a long day with the sports take. It was a long day with the sports take. Oh no, it was a 18 to 34. Yeah, I know they were defending. They put the hearts and souls, everything like they were doing things to end, make sure it ends at 18-24. That's when I was like, that team was a lovely. That team was more than lovely. It was formidable. They were like, you know what, you're Springboks. We know your thing, but this is Ireland and you're home. And I'm like, and they're like, they had the home court advantage, but they did their thing and they had faith in it. I thought the bomb squad would pass through. They're like, nah, bruh. We now know people who do demolition works. You know, in the army they have those people like the EOD techs that defuse bombs and shit, like the movie Hot Locker. Yeah, that's what they were doing. They're like, no, we know you, bro. We know you, bro. They're like, we know you. And at some point during when the scrums were happening, whatever, one time I saw an Irishman that looked at one of the South Africans and he's like, Futse. I'm like, yo, how you know that? And he worked, because truly they did try, but they got away, and they were winning to the point they pressed all the way to the box side at the second, probably towards the end. But Brock showed, bruh, since you were defending like that, we're gonna show you that fence back, because you thought it was too easy. You thought it was too easy when we were doing that thing. Let's show you. That's when it ended, and I'm like kind of so happy, because I thought it would go into overtime like 10 minutes, but it didn't. But it was a good game. It was actually a decent, amazing game. Yeah, it was amazing time, guys. Let's see what gone. Obviously, there was not a lot of what's happening today, but I'll be back for you for more analysis at this point. Like, it was amazing, guys. I won't lie to you. Let's see what gone for tomorrow. Sunday games. Let's see what won with Real Madrid. Let's see what's happening. I know Bayern be killing people, bro. Today, Bayern, at least he had a hat trick. He coming from a good game, got 2 goals, a few assists, is looking good. Let's see what going still, guys. Like, tomorrow, but it is what it is. Hopefully, all of you people enjoyed the stream. This is the first time going long and deep. We're gonna go longer than this. This is just the first stream. The second stream is gonna come through. I'm gonna be streaming with a lot of collaborators too. You're gonna see a lot of other people. We're gonna bring their views as well. We're gonna debate. We're gonna analyze as well. We're gonna see what won. Let's see what's happening with the situation. Don't worry, more streams are off here. Let's see what we can do. You can join me on Discord as well. Check me on the IGs. You see what's happening. Also on YouTube, I'm also there. You get me? Let's freaking go. Shout out to all the people who joined in the chat. It's not a lot of people, but I still appreciate every one of you. Shout out to you, especially this guy called Nevis. I don't know how to pronounce the other thing, but we shall see at the end, Join everything, guys. We're gonna come back, but this is gonna be the usual thing with the Belly, Clava. Depending on the day I'm feeling, probably feel like I'm Kuzman Dembele or I'm Shiesty Dino or Dems. Depending on what gone. This is me as as Dems, but when I come through looking like Dembele, I'll probably have no glasses. You get me? You see the glasses. No glasses. You get me? Then if I come through as Shiesty, shit, I'm gonna go wear my cap backwards, and you probably see me with a cigarette in my mouth. You don't know. Then if I come through as Kuzman, I'm coming through with a hat, like a proper hat, like an uncle's hat. Like, I feel like I'm from Narcos. But let's see. Shout out to all of you guys. Bless, big man take. Okay, I can't really say that. I don't want to get sued. But shout out to every one of you. Bless up if you get me. Good people. I'm going to come through with more content. We're going to push through. We're going to do other stuff. We're going to see what's up. That's a sports business for me. That's all we care about. Blessings, you get me. Peace.